Coca-Cola. A drink once secretly linked to cocaine history became the most recognizable soda on Earth. Coca-Cola started in Atlanta in 1886 when pharmacist John Pemberton created a dark syrup sold as a medicinal tonic. That alone already feels strange, right? People weren't drinking it for fun at first. They were drinking it like a pharmacy product. Then the twist comes. Early formulas actually used coca leaf extract. Yes, the same plant associated with cocaine. That fact alone has fueled decades of internet theories. What was removed? What stayed? Nobody outside the company fully knows. And that mystery became part of the brand itself. But here's what makes it even more shocking. Coca-Cola didn't just become a drink, it became culture. Diners, movie theaters, road trips, Christmas ads, red vending machines glowing at night. At one point, people in the US started calling every soda Coke. Think about that. A product becoming the name of the entire category. But then came the rivalry that changed everything. Pepsi. Pepsi began in the late 1890s in North Carolina by pharmacist Caleb Bradham. And the original name? Brad's Drink. That sounds like a failed startup today. It was later renamed Pepsi Cola because it was believed to help digestion. But the shocking part isn't the name, it's what Pepsi did later. The Pepsi Challenge, blind taste tests, no labels, just 2 cups, and many people picked Pepsi over Coca-Cola. That single result triggered one of the most controversial moments in soda history, because Coca-Cola later changed its formula, and customers panicked. Some even stockpiled old bottles like it was a disaster situation. A soda caused panic buying. Let that sink in. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is older than Coca-Cola. Most people don't believe this at first. Created in Texas in the 1880s, it mixed fruit, spice, and herbal flavors into something nobody can clearly describe. And here's the weird part. The company says it contains 23 flavors. The formula is still secret. Nobody outside the company knows the real mix. Some people say cherry, some say medicine, some say cinnamon. All wrong, all may be right. And here's a question. How can a drink exist for over a century and still be undefined? That mystery is the entire brand. Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew didn't start as a soda. It started as a whiskey mixer. Yes, alcohol. Early versions were made in Tennessee for mixing with liquor. Then everything changed. It evolved into a neon green, highly caffeinated soda. And this is where it gets intense. Mountain Dew contains one of the highest caffeine levels in mainstream sodas. But that's not the shocking part. The shocking part is how it was marketed. Extreme sports, fire, dirt bikes, chaos energy. A drink designed to feel like adrenaline. But originally, it was made to mix with whiskey. Completely different world. Sprite. Sprite looks harmless, clear, lemon lime, no caffeine. But its history has a strange angle. It was created by Coca-Cola in the 1960s to fight 7-Up, a direct weapon in the soda wars. But here's the twist. Sprite became heavily associated with recovery culture. Sick? Sprite. Stomach pain? Sprite. Dehydrated? Sprite. Why a sugary soda became health comfort is still debated. And it has no caffeine at all. So it calms people, even though it's still sugar water. Strange contradiction. 7-Up. 7-Up had one of the most shocking original names in soda history. Bib label lithiated lemon lime soda. Yes, that was real. Even more shocking? It originally contained lithium citrate, a compound later used in psychiatric medicine. Imagine that. A mood-altering ingredient inside a soda. It was later removed completely, but the reputation never disappeared. That's why 7-Up became known as the Cola, not competing with Coke, but rejecting it. A soda built on contrast. Root beer. Root beer is one of the most controversial sodas globally. Some people love it instantly. Others say it tastes like medicine. Why? Because it was originally based on herbal medicines. Roots, bark, spices, wintergreen, basically old school pharmacy ingredients. Before it became soda, it was almost a health tonic. Then carbonation changed everything. Now here's the shocking part. Many early root beer recipes included sassafras. Later, sassafras oil was restricted or heavily regulated in the US due to health concerns. So yes, Some traditional root beer ingredients were literally banned or modified over time. Modern root beer is not the original version. It's a safer redesign. Fanta. Fanta has one of the darkest origin stories in soda history. It was created in Nazi-era Germany because Coca-Cola syrup couldn't be imported during World War II. So workers made a substitute using leftover ingredients. That emergency drink became Fanta. Think about that. A global fruit soda born from wartime shortages. After the war, Coca-Cola rebranded it into the orange soda we know today. But most people drinking it have no idea about its origin. Sunkist. Sunkist looks like simple orange soda. But here's the twist. It contains caffeine. Most orange sodas don't. That small detail completely changes the experience. And it was designed to compete directly with Fanta. So 2 orange sodas exist. One global, one American, and one secretly more stimulating than expected. A&W Root Beer. A&W didn't start as a soda brand. It started as roadside drive-in culture. Frozen mugs, car stops, hot summer roads. That was the experience. But here's the interesting part. Root beer floats became a signature product almost by accident. Soda plus ice cream. A combination that turned into an American dessert icon. And many people don't realize that creaminess is not natural. It's flavor engineering. Barq's. Barq's root beer took a different path. While A&W focused on smoothness, Barq's went aggressive. Sharper taste, stronger bite, and yes, caffeine again. That's the shock factor. Most root beers are caffeine-free. Barq's is not, so it behaves more like a soda energy hybrid. That's why some people prefer it over creamy versions. Others hate it completely. No middle ground. Canada Dry. Canada Dry looks harmless, but it became a fake medicine in people's minds. Ginger ale was originally used for stomach relief, so families started treating it like a cure, not a drink, a remedy. And here's the weird psychology. Even though it's just soda, people still believe it helps digestion. That belief became stronger than the actual ingredients. And that might be the most powerful marketing effect in this entire list. Because sometimes, perception is stronger than reality.